access to the NBA 2K21 demo.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. The state capital of Utah dramatically lit up on a beautiful night in Salt Lake City. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Moments away, it'll be the Denver Nuggets going up against the Utah Jazz at Vivint Smart Home Arena. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will join us momentarily from the sidelines. We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. Taking a look at Denver. Right now, they're locked into third place in the conference, looking to get a high seed for the playoffs. And, of course, the Jazz, right on their heels as they've got the next best record.
And, you know, for the Nuggets, they had pressure on them coming into the season. A lot of people were picking them to have a special year. And they haven't shied away from that pressure. They've embraced it.
It's a great point, GA. I think every great team welcomes the challenge of trying to be elite, and they want to do it on a nightly basis.
And David Aldridge is standing by for our pregame report. David, good evening.
Head coach Quinn Snyder is trying to help the Jazz break through in a crowded Western Conference. Snyder said, "There's always challenges, and I'm comfortable with adversity. I just want to keep the right perspective. I've got something that I love to do." And Kevin, he is one of the biggest reasons the Jazz is always a factor.
He is doing a great job. Thank you, DA. And tonight, two teams, Brent, that like to get into their sets, work the ball, have a little patience. Back in your day, what was your favorite play to run in half court?
Any NBA player, Kevin, will tell you their favorite play to run in the half court was any play that was called for them. Yeah, so let's start with that. But most of the time, I just enjoyed sets where the ball moved around. 4 or 5 touches. We talk often about good to great, but when you knew the opportunity for you to shoot the ball was there, but there was a better one for the next guy, that's when you're operating at a high level.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then it's Porter. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Craig in at the shooting guard. And for Utah, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Inside, we have Ingles and Gobert. And it's O'Neal in at the 3 spot. And slam dunk by Gobert.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the boards.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
Outside, Porter. 5 on the clock. Over Ingles. And he overshot that one, missing. Mitchell in the corner. This one for 3. That shot off the mark. Porter looking it over. Pass to Millsap. Ball's knocked loose. Ingles up top. 20 points for him last game against Oklahoma City.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter.
Way to go, Gobert!
The Jazz have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. The shot comes out, and it's Denver the other way. Jokic passes to Murray. From past the arc. And again, Denver no good.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And it's Mitchell with the jam.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And the shot is good.
That's a tricky little move there as Murray found a little bit of space and then got that floater off.
Jazz have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Conley dishes to Mitchell. Floats one, and it's sent back by Jokic. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. Wide open look here for Murray, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
The good old catch-and-shoot jumper there. Murray quickly getting these shots up and over the defense.
Conley kicks to Mitchell. Shoots from 14. Craig pulls it in.
Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
And it's Jokic missing. Utah leading. Mitchell wide open. Bangs home the trifecta. Mitchell's got his second bucket of the night.
And well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Millsap against Ingles. Fades back. Millsap misses.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. Yeah, but I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now here's Murray. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Dallas. An even 3-on-3 break. Here's Conley. Banked in off the glass.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
Jokic against Gobert. Here's Craig. No good again that time. For the Utah Jazz, they come in off a loss to the Thunder in Oklahoma City. Here's Conley. Last time out, he had 13 points. Gobert, the pass to Mitchell. And now the Nuggets, fast break, and here they go. Finished off the break. And it's 6 points for Jamal Murray. And it's Conley with the ball for the Jazz.
Well, Coach Mike Malone has grown up with this young Nuggets team. He says that he believes in the youth of this team.
Well, the future is so bright for the Denver Nuggets, and really where you have to give Mike Malone a ton of credit is when they made the decision between their two bigs, Jokic and Nurkic, sticking with Jokic and then changing their entire offensive style to play from a point center position. It has paid huge dividends.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Nuggets. Greg, some folks suspected Conley might be moved when Memphis had a shot at drafting John Morant right before the draft that deal took place.
I tell you what, he looks to be a great fit in Utah. Can be that third star the team needs to push them to the next level. Utah had to give up a fair sum to get him, but it was worth the risk. And let's see some numbers here on Jamal Murray. They've gotten some big performances from him since the All-Star break. He's putting up about 17 points, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up, fantastic scoring production from him.
Yeah, hard to ask for anything more at this point. He's really stepped up, and he's really delivered.
Gobert finds Ingles. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And over the course of his career, Mike Conley taking on more and more of the leadership mantle.
He's embraced it, Kevin. And he said letting his hair down was a way of letting go and just being confident in himself.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. And at the end of the year, Brent, we've been seeing an uptick in play from some young lottery-bound teams.
Well, they're always excited about having opportunity to play loose and play free. The backside of that is you didn't play well enough to get into the playoffs.
Right.
So, good coaching staffs with young teams that have potential, Kevin, will ask their teams to be spoilers. Like, embrace the idea of let's compete tonight against that team because they're the fourth seed. Yeah, let's go up against this.
Sure.
There are other teams that, quite frankly, just give up on the year. And some guys will have some big empty numbers to finish off the season. You got to temper your kind of eyeballs on those things.
And another miss by Denver.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
The Nuggets trail by 11. Craig passes to Porter. Gobert with the block. And they're moving it up. Here's Mitchell. Denver grabs the miss.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. That's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
And it's sent back by Jokic.
Deceptive reach from Jokic there, swatting that shot away using those long arms.
And that one's good by Porter.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Now Mitchell. 11 points for him in that last game against Oklahoma City.
And not just the scoring. It was also how fierce he was on defense, grabbing 3 steals on the night as well.
Passes it to Craig.
Hey, yo, right here.
Conley against Murray. Over Conley. No good off the back of the rim. Jazz leading by 10. And here's Gobert. Really struggled in the loss against Oklahoma City. Mitchell passes to Gobert. 6 to shoot. Ingles trying to get open. A nice shot by Gobert. Gobert's got 6.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
And it's Jokic missing. Here's the Jazz with the ball. They're on an 18-6 run. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That's his first foul. Last year, the average salary for a starting point guard, Brent, in the NBA, was the highest among all positions. Why would that be?
Well, with the way the game has changed, Kevin, there's certainly an emphasis on being able to find guys who are initiating offense, scoring the basketball, shooting three-pointers, and you're seeing a big shift in salaries between point guards and bigs. That's where the biggest disparity is. Centers in the league are getting less and less of an opportunity to have the extended big money contracts because the game has moved to the perimeter. And if you're a big that cannot play on the perimeter, there's not a lot of teams that are willing to invest a significant amount of their cap space into the center position. They want guards and wings who can play out there and do the damage from there.
Moutier with the basket.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area and just dominating, controlling that spot.
Bull, no good with the triple. So for the Nuggets, their last game, a loss to Dallas. Clarkson on the wing. He's guarded by Plumlee. Here's Gobert, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And there's the foul against Denver.
And you look back at that 2013 draft, just call it the year of the sleeper Euros. Giannis Antetokounmpo taken 15th, and this guy, Rudy Gobert, selected with the 27th pick.
Shooting 2.
A free throw drops for Gobert. And, you know, Greg, hindsight always being 2020. The Greek Freak and Gobert probably go first and second in that 2013 draft.
Yeah, and Steven Adams probably top 4. The common thread, all of them play a hard-nosed style, not something that's always associated with foreign-born players, but they're erasing that perception.
And with this summer's acquisition of Mike Conley, Greg, the Utah Jazz hoping to make a step in the West.
And really, Mike Conley, their best point guard since they traded away Darren Williams back in 2011. Alongside Bogdanovich, a big upgrade offensively, and he can hold his own on the defensive side as well.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. Well, they call Rudy Gobert the Stifle Tower, probably the game's most dominant rim protector.
And in today's game, that's not enough. You also have to come out of the paint and defend smaller players and switches. He straddles those 2 needs better than anyone in the league.
some great shooters here. Let's check out the league leaders. Rudy Gobert is second.
And just so reliable offensively. It's one thing to find good looks, but you've got to finish when you get them, and he does at a fantastic rate.
Now, here's Bull.
Set up!
And Plumlee kicks to Bull.
Right here, back door.
The pass to Plumlee, just 5 to shoot. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. Clock at 2. Morris with the bucket. Clarkson with the ball. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Pass to Gobert. Here's Niang. Gobert. And there's Gobert putting it right back in. And the Jazz lead by 18.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Pass to Plumlee. Over Gobert. Plumlee, no luck.
And his lateral quickness really allows him to stay in front of the shooter there and challenge the shot.
Talk about versatility on offense a lot, but how about on defense? And he takes pride in making an impact down there.
Now, here's Clarkson. After the miss from Mason Plumlee.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Bull dishes to Grant. And Davis sends it back.
It's a wonder we don't see more of that from Davis. He has the live legs and instincts to be a premier shot blocker in the league.
Grant, right side. It's stolen. Outside, Davis. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one is on Bull.
And maybe a good decision by the defender to foul. Davis's free throw percentage isn't much higher than his field goal percentage.
First trip to the line for him here.
Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. Brett, you suited up for 6 teams in your NBA career. What do you think about some of the front offices that you came across during that playing time?
I think when you find a front office, when you move from franchise to franchise, is what it is that they value most. And there were some franchises, quite frankly, Kevin, that I played for where they just wanted you to show up on time, get there, play the game, and leave. Those franchises end up having a lot of struggle to find some footing in the league. They also find trouble finding attraction from free agency because people understand the culture just isn't there. There are other teams that do so many other things well, Kevin. You feel so much more valued as a player throughout your course of your career. Those are the places that end up sticking with you. And I think the league is doing a great job from top to bottom, moving in that direction. Now, some are doing it better than others. That will always be the case.
Right.
But the idea around finding more completeness for what it is you provide a player is a great thing for everybody.
Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
And they've clearly been the aggressors here early on, drawing fouls and working themselves to the line.
And so he hits both.
Yeah, you just have to be more disciplined. I mean, too many fouls and free throw attempts for the opponent.
Morris passes to Grant. Back to Morris. To halt the run, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Denver shooting their first free throws tonight, the first trip to the stripe in this one.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
2.
That free throw good from Morris. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Jazz leading by 22. Here's Mudiay. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Moutier's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Clarkson on the wing, from the arc. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Mudiay. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. And Davis gets it to go on the assist from Mudiay.
Precision pass from Mudiay to get his teammate a good look there.
Morris looking over the floor. Poked away. It's stolen by Gobert. Here's Clarkson. No good from 18. We're at the end of the first quarter, and what a blowout already in this one. It's the Jazz delivering the blowout. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. It wasn't an immediate star turn for Mike Conley in the NBA. He talked about that journey.
The ups and downs of injuries and early on in my career not being able to be consistent enough to be considered a top guard in the league and making myself work that much harder to get my game to a level where I feel that I can compete against anybody in the league. And that's what I'm most proud of, is just being able to withstand that.
Great work ethic is the key. Conley stayed at it.
And a player that's known for keeping his composure, that helps also. He weathered those early challenges and just stayed positive.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, the Jazz enjoying a nice lead here.
Well, look at the turnover ratio, then look at the score. Easy to see what happened in that first period.
Yeah, hopefully the opposition can recover, because that first quarter defensively was unbelievable, just crippling defense.
So out there for the Nuggets right now, they've got Plumlee. Grant is out there with Bowl. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Daniels in at the 2 guard. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, coming into the 2017 draft, Donovan Mitchell wasn't sure he was ready for the NBA. Mitchell said, "I worked out in the summer with Paul George and Chris Paul, and they were the ones who convinced me to keep my name in the draft. They said, look, you're good enough. Just go out there and show it." And Kevin, through a couple of seasons in Utah, that's exactly what Mitchell has done.
He has made an instant impact on the NBA and the Jazz. DA, thank you.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Here's Clarkson. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Morris. And it seems like Jordan Clarkson may have found his niche, Greg, as instant offense coming off the bench.
A perfect fit for a scoring-minded combo guard. Clarkson able to create his own shot and comfortable pulling from all three levels.
And Utah has possession after the Nuggets pick up 2. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, that's a refreshing workman's approach to the game. Davis there beats everyone on the rebound and then finishes strong.
Morris kicks to Daniels. Pass to Plumlee. And Davis sends it back. They get it back, and the dunk by Grant. So it's the Jazz now. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. And that's game 2 of this string of 4 games played at home. Moutier finds Davis. Here's Clarkson. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Clarkson's got his second bucket tonight.
And the strength of Clarkson on display. Awesome job fending off the defense and not letting that deter him from scoring.
Morris with the bucket.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Moutier dishes to Gobert. Down low, Davis. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Taking advantage of his touch around the basket, Davis does a nice job there of using his body to shield the defenders from the basketball.
Daniels with it. He's covered by Clarkson. Daniels passes to Plumlee. Now here's Moutier. And Moutier throws it down.
Well, you cannot let Moutier have room in the open court. He's going to burn you. That shot he got in transition was simply because he outworked everyone on the court.
Denver calls timeout. Brent, when you look back on all the stars you played against during your career, who was the biggest intimidator?
Well, I think about intimidating players, and the first word that comes to mind is Anthony Mason. I know he wasn't a bona fide player, but
right.
You know the role that he had for
Yes,
the
I
teams
do.
that he played with, and Anthony Mason was a player you did not want to be playing against. During my era, most of the years that I had some successes and minutes on the floor, it was certainly Kevin Garnett. The way that KG approached every game, and you spent many seasons watching him very closely, from year 1 to year 18 or 19, KG came at you every game, every night with the same kind of zest and excitement to compete.
Well put. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. O'Neal comes in for George Niang. Mitchell, he's checked in for Clarkson. And Mike Conley subbed in for Moutier. Big group substitution here for Denver. Jokic, he's checked in for Plumlee. Millsap comes in for Grant. Michael Porter, he's checked in for Bull. And Murray subbed in for Monte Morris. Now, here's Jokic. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Mavericks in Dallas.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Porter. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Porter's got 6.
Amazing how much the offense has changed around the center position and the way Jokic can see the floor.
O'Neal passes to Conley. Over Murray. Conley's shot is off. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. And finished off by Porter.
He is so quick off the ground. Porter just gives the defense very little time to react.
Mitchell passes to Davis. Back to Mitchell. Now the pass to Conley. 5 to shoot. And it's Mitchell missing.
Yeah, and that one way back in the first quarter is the three-pointer that has been his only one of the night.
Millsap dishes to Murray. Pulls up. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got his 5th rebound in this one. Now Conley. 7 points in the game. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Troy Daniels. That is his first foul of the game. And the Nuggets making a change here. Craig's checked in. Outside Conley. Mitchell. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper.
Way to go.
9 points in the game so far.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Over Davis. And that one's good, Jokic.
That's a pretty smooth release for a 6'10" center on the perimeter.
Mitchell outside. Right wing. And here's Conley outside. They get it back. And it's Mitchell missing.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Now O'Neal. Following the three-point attempt by Jokic.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Shooting two.
The Nuggets shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
Two.
And he makes the first.
Now, Paul Millsap, pretty steady throughout his career from the free throw line. Struggled a bit last year. Let's see if he can stay on pace for this campaign.
That one is no good.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And here is Conley. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Mitchell. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 3 assists now in this one.
And he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
Now here's Murray. He has 6. Pass to Jokic. Here's Craig. Stolen by Mitchell. By himself. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Murray against Conley. Now here's Murray. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. Jokic, no good.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Now here is Davis. He has 7. And there's the foul. It's on Torrey Craig. That's his first foul. Denver making a switch here. Dozier's checked in. And Utah has possession. O'Neal with it. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Oklahoma City.
Yeah, but there's always this point, Kevin. You got to look at where did he also impact the game. It was on the rebounding end of the floor. A tremendous performance there.
And here are the Nuggets now, following the miss by Donovan Mitchell. Murray kicks to Jokic. Millsap in the corner. Denver passing it around. Murray finds Jokic. Rebound, Utah. Ingles has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one. And they keep hammering away at them inside, forcing the ball into the paint. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Pass to Dozier. Jokic inside. Davis is on him. They get it back. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
In a moment here, let's check out the numbers for Mike Conley. He's had an impressive second half of the season, averaging about 15 points, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he's done his share of the work for the team, definitely making an impact.
Well, the numbers, if you look at them, impressive all the way around, and he's not letting the team down.
And the first one at the line is good. So he gets them both.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Utah Jazz. Outside, Davis. Ingles up top. Doesn't go for him. Good work defensively by Millsap. Denver's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. You know, Brent, passing is just one of the many things that Jokic does well on the floor.
Well, it doesn't look pretty at times, and there's not a ton of athleticism, but the cerebral play of Jokic, and then for teams to try to prepare Kevin defensively for a team offensively that plays from a point center, that's a bit of a mind job night in and night out. Denver's done such a great job of accentuating the skill set of Nikola Jokic.
Gotta admire how clever Conley is, gifted at catching the defense off guard with that soft floater.
Passes to Jokic. Here's Craig. Six on the shot clock. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game. Last outing for Utah, it was a loss to the Thunder. And the call up against Jokic. That'll be his second foul of the game.
It's his second foul, but not the end of the world. One more before halftime, though. That would change some things.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Gobert, he's checked in for Davis. George Niang comes in for Joe Ingles. Clarkson, he's checked in for Royce O'Neal. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Mike Conley. And Denver also making a switch. Morris is checked in for Murray. Morris with the block.
And one thing I liked in the first quarter was their aggressiveness to draw the contact, putting the defense on the defensive. Changing ends quickly, he's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Here's Mudiay. The Nuggets getting the bucket. Jokic trying to free himself up. Gobert the pass to Niang. That one goes in. Niang's got 7 points in the game. 1:03 left now here in the second. Morris kicks to Craig. Morris inside, defended by Mudiay. Morris dishes to Millsap. That one's a miss. His third shot of the game. He's made one of them. Gobert against Morris. Nice shot by Gobert. 12 points for him.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Morris passes to Jokic. Here's Craig, defended by Gobert. And the pass to Jokic. Over Gobert. Gobert with the block. Up top, Mudiay, covered by Morris. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
There's 10 seconds left here in the second. 4 seconds left. Again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. And so it's Utah, having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Joined by Coach Quinn Snyder. Quinn, your team is competing at a very high level. What do you think that's happening?
Well, we're trying to defend, and we've been a little bit fortunate too. They've missed some shots, but more than anything, we just want to try to guard and make it hard on them.
Got to make them feel you. Thanks, Quinn. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Utah finds themselves ahead after 2 quarters. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny?
What a brilliant, unselfish half of basketball they just played. Their ball movement was absolutely impeccable. All in all, just beautiful basketball to watch.
And you, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Nuggets.
Well, it's no wonder they're getting blown out. No energy, no fight in the rebound battle. Ernie, you got to pick it up. You got to pick it up starting now, or it's going to be impossible to come back. Like the Pythagorean theorem, times 50, times 100, times 50, times 10. Impossible to figure out, Ernie.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Donovan Mitchell really making a difference here.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Now, you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
And here are the Nuggets now. Inside, we have Ingles and Gobert. Donovan Mitchell is out there with Emmanuel Mudiay. And it's O'Neal in at the small forward spot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Pass to Gobert. Nice ball movement by Utah. Mitchell looking it over. Jokic grabs the miss. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for Denver. They're off to San Antonio after this game, bringing their show to the AT&T Center. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip.
Millsap anticipating the pass there and set himself up for the shot.
Now here's Mudiay. Pass to Gobert. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That's his first foul. George Niang, he's checked in for the Jazz. Conley now comes in for Emmanuel Mudiay. Here's Niang, outside Conley. Kicks it to O'Neal. Clock at 6. Mitchell outside. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Well, we've got a moment here. Let's see the league leaders in rebounding, the real stats, the real scores from the real NBA. 4th, Rudy Gobert.
And you can't win games without rebounding the basketball. That's what has made him such an important part of what they do.
Well, Greg, the rapid ascension of Nikola Jokic into NBA stardom has been nothing short of amazing. You know, he really is an elite center now.
I mean, he's the best player on a very talented young team in the West. I would not be surprised to see him win an MVP in the next few years.
Shooting 2.
Free throw, good. Jokic.
Well, the 6'10" Serbian Jokic is doing a little bit of everything. A decent scorer, a determined rebounder, and, of course, an elite passer.
He hits one and misses one each at the line. They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
O'Neal, and it's sent back by Jokic.
You talk about things at halftime, and then you come out and you go 0 for 3. I'm sure that wasn't up on the board.
Here's Mitchell. 12 points for him. Passes it to Niang. Good work defensively by Millsap.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously. Clearly defensive miscue there. If there's not a body on him that's sitting at the mid-range, that's a defensive mistake.
Here's Niang. He has 7. Conley dishes to Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Now, here's Jokic. Very solid contribution from him as he averages over 20 points a game. Craig, good.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Jazz leading by 23. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Mitchell outside. Back to Conley. Mitchell outside. And that one falls coming off Conley's feed. Conley's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Here's Murray, and there's another one for the Nuggets.
Yeah, they've only missed 1 out of their first 5 shots here in the second half, guys. Their offense really moving well, ball snapping, and the shooting looks to be in great rhythm.
Now here's Gobert. He's got 14. He kicks it to Mitchell. The putback, great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Conley against Murray. Stolen by Conley. Here's Mitchell. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul, and he's on his way to the free throw line.
Huge play from Millsap, getting hit on the shot, but still sinking that one over the D.
The Nuggets have shot 5 of 8 from the foul line. Plumlee, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Troy Daniels comes in for Michael Porter.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
And that one falls for Millsap. Here's Niang. He's got 7. To the paint. Knocks it loose. And Gobert kicks to Niang. And the shot goes in. Niang's got 9 points. For Denver, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. Here is Daniels, guarded by O'Neal. Murray, good.
Well, if Murray can do that and become a threat from the three-point line, look out.
And so Conley will bring the ball up for Utah. Dishes to Mitchell. Looking to end his cold spell. And it's Denver with the rebound.
Teammates right now covering up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night.
Now here's Murray. He's got 11. Here's Craig, down to 5 on the shot clock. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Enjoy the aggressive play from Millsap on that possession there to draw contact on the play.
And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight.
And he is a cool customer at the line, guys. You've got to be when you're shooting 84% on the season.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Paul Millsap. The Jazz making a switch here. Clarkson's checked in. Both free throws good from Millsap.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
And the foul on Jamal Murray. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Conley. He's got 11. The pass to Niang. Back to Conley.
Watch the screen. That's all you.
Hustle play from Millsap as the shot was going up, not making that one easy.
Double team on Millsap. Pass to Plumlee. Here's Craig. Shot clock at 6. Here's Millsap. Puts the fadeaway right on the money. Millsap's got 9 points here in the second half. Utah leading by 18. Conley the pass to Gobert. Clarkson kicks to Conley. Beyond the arc. Plumlee with the rebound. Denver's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. And Millsap slams it in.
And Millsap is a very unique size and combination of talent and skill. Tonight, he's been relentless on the offensive end.
Here's Niang. 9 points in the game so far. They need this one. Rebound by the Nuggets. Millsap's got 6 rebounds in the game.
And he's the main reason they have the lead right now. He's been perfect from the field, literally.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
And Coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
Davis is checked in for George Niang.
And now a look at Rudy Gobert here. Since the All-Star break, he has been superb. First in field goal percentage, 7th in blocks, and don't forget top 20 in the league in rebounds per game. He's got a great nose for the ball.
And you're right, he's been the pinnacle of scoring efficiency. Never seems to take a bad shot. That's why he's tops in field goal percentage. Back to Morris.
Big coming.
Grant outside. No good from outside. It's Gobert with the ball for Utah. It's an 18-point lead. Time now for an injury report. Now an update on Joe Ingles from David Aldridge. Dave, what's the news?
Thanks, guys. I got a status report from the Jazz's head athletic trainer. He said that he does have a broken nose. It's definitely a painful injury, but not a worst-case scenario. And, of course, that would be a brutal loss for this team if he misses any time, as they're getting ready for the end of the season. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Guys, the only thing you can wish for is that the prognosis isn't quite as bad as they're making it out to be.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Was really hoping for better news than that, but that does not sound encouraging.
Yeah, we always think about when players go down, how terrible a blow it can be for the team. We wish him well and hope he's on the floor quickly.
A different look for Utah. Joe Ingles comes in for Davis, and it's Moutier in for Royce O'Neal.
And really, few guys in the league are more unique than Bobo. Has length for days, but needs to add a tremendous amount of strength to guard his natural position.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
They need this. The rebound by the Jazz.
You could see he wanted to get him back. Sadly, he couldn't capitalize from outside the arc.
And talking about Bol, his dad, Manute Bol, was known for his defense. That is not the case for his son.
Well, they're two completely different types of players. Bol's game is about skill. He can handle, he can shoot. And for someone who's 7'2", he's a tremendous playmaker.
For Denver, they've gone 8 of 13 on shot attempts to begin the second half. Pass to Daniels. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Here's Moutier. Some solid defense from Grant.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
So it's the Jazz now. The Nuggets getting the bucket. Passes it to Clarkson. Ingles kicks to Clarkson. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Ingles. That one good for 2. Clarkson's got 6.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Here's Morris. That one doesn't go. Now the Jazz take it the other way. Conley, the pass to Gobert. And Bol pulls it down. Denver's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. And another miss by Denver. Jazz leading by 23. Here's Conley. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles. 13 points in the game.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another, Greg.
Now, here is Morris. He has 5. Bol, that's good.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shot's now starting to fall.
Conley dishes to Gobert. Now Clarkson, he has 6. Over to the left wing. Here's Moutier. Gobert trying to get open. Moutier, no good. Here's Bol, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Bol's got 4 this quarter.
And they're showing much more focus here in the second half, more effort as well, and their offense starting to show signs of life.
Here's Moutier, and Moutier throws it down.
Well, Moutier saw a sliver of room and then blasted off towards the rim.
Morris kicks to Dozier. Here is Daniels. He's covered by Clarkson. Daniels passes to Morris. Good work defensively by Conley. Here's Moutier. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Love Moutier's tenacity on the drive, and he's rewarded with 2 free throws.
The Jazz have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
2.
That free throw missing.
And still trying to find his footing in the league. Moutier must show improvement in his shooting moving forward.
And he sinks the second. Rudy Gobert, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Utah Jazz. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. And we'll be back with you shortly. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Now the passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. So on the floor for Denver, Grant down low with Jokic. Then there's Monte Morris. Then it's Porter. And it's Dozier in at the 2-guard spot. 6 on the shot clock. The pass to Mitchell. Fires the 3. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles. And that's now 18 points for Donovan Mitchell. Morris kicks to Jokic. Back to Morris. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Timeout.
Just so interesting in the NBA to see a center that's a pass first, pass second type of player.
Utah calls timeout.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team, Greg.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's Williams-Goss. Lets the 3 fly. Denver grabs the miss. Here's Bates-Diop. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Just a much smaller defender on him. He does the exact thing at the right moment, goes straight to the rim.
So both teams changing it up here.
One shot.
Way to hit it.
1 minute now into this 4th quarter. Conley against Morris. Here's Ingles, and he jams it with authority.
Passes like this demonstrate Conley's unselfishness as well as his desire to get his guys going on offense.
Now, here's Millsap. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now, 6 for 8 on the night.
Oh, boy, the touch is coming back here in the second half. Percentages from the field much better than it was at the break.
In the corner, O'Neal with it. Utah the rebound, and it's sent back by Millsap.
Great block from Millsap, sending that one back.
Pass to Murray. Back to Millsap, and it's slammed in by Millsap.
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized 4 who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
Mitchell passes to Gobert. Now the dish to Conley. Clock at 6. Jokic has checked in for the Nuggets. Here's Gobert. Mitchell outside.
Hey, balance it out.
O'Neal passes to Conley. The Jazz again can't hit it.
Yeah, the three-pointer has not been his weapon in this one. He had 1 in the first quarter and still 0 here in the second.
Conley against Morris. To the middle. It's stolen by Gobert. 18 feet out. Buries the jump shot.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Hey, come on, get on.
Inside. And Paul Millsap, the bucket on the assist by Jokic. Millsap's got 22.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Got a piece of it. Conley kicks to O'Neal.
I got yours.
Craig passes to Murray. Here's Craig. 6 to shoot. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Millsap misses. Utah leading by 20. On the wing, Ingles. Here's Conley. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Out to Morris. The 3-ball. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that.
Well, his shots aren't dropping, and they haven't been able to keep pace, but they trust him enough to keep going to him, see if he can find it.
Porter's checked in for Morris.
Hey, Gobert.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ingles. And now a look at the upcoming schedule for the Utah Jazz. On Friday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the New Orleans Pelicans. And then on Saturday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Memphis Grizzlies.
And for the matchup with the Lakers, they can't come out playing timid. Just because they're facing the top team in the West, you've got to play your game, minimize mistakes, and if they do that, they got a chance at the W.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Millsap with the steal. Pass to Craig. To the inside. Here's Porter. He blocks it again. And that's 9 blocks.
You know he's going to be coming hard for that 10th, too.
O'Neal misses.
Well, that's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
And it's out of bounds to the Nuggets as Denver retains possession. Murray kicks to Jokic. Shot clock at 5. Here's Millsap. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got his 7th assist in the game. And it's Conley with the ball for the Jazz. It's a 16-point game. He dishes it to Mitchell. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
And your point guard's got to be the catalyst. Great job getting to the 10.
Well, Greg, he knows when they need a lift.
Did you see how much air he had under him?
Oh,
too much.
Look at that. My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there.
Well, with a unique opportunity to go inverted with pick and rolls with the small setting and Jokic playmaking.
Passes it to Gobert. Mitchell outside. A three-pointer is right on target. Mitchell's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Jazz. Craig passes to Millsap. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
This is a one-man show right now. He's on a mission to get him out of this hole.
One shot.
Yeah, and the work they've done at the line has been impressive here in the second half.
Jazz leading by 14. Conley, the pass to Gobert. Kicks it to Mitchell, lets it fly, and Utah again with the bucket.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now trying to put this one away.
Here's Jokic. Good, nice job down low.
Jokic and body control. Man, years ago we wouldn't have said that. I'm saying it now.
Jazz have gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the fourth. To the paint. And it's sent back by Jokic. Millsap attacking. And no good. Utah has gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. And the shot goes down. And that's 15 points for Conley.
Of all the action happening there, Kevin, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
And there's the pass to Porter. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Here's Mitchell, and then Mitchell with the dunk.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
They retain possession, and they're able to recover. Count the basket. Jokic has got 6 here in this quarter.
I mean, could we say he was playing possum a bit there in the first half? Because seems to be a different guy out there, way more assertive.
Mitchell outside. The 3. And it's Denver with the rebound. Millsap's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. Clarkson, he's checked in for the Jazz. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Conley against Murray. Shoots from 14, and the shot is long.
Really surprising to see the huge edge they have in rebounds, given what the scoreboard says.
It's good. And that's 31 points for Millsap.
Disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
To the middle, here's Conley. Ingles trying to get open. And Conley gets it to go. The assist by Gobert. Gobert's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Conley against Murray.
I got him.
Pass to Jokic.
That's all you.
And Jokic slams it in.
Timeout.
Great game for him. Double-double now. 11 points and 18 rebounds.
Yeah, Jokic is not the quickest guy off the floor, but he uses his body well and great timing to get the offensive rebound.
Utah calls timeout.
Yeah, he's shaken up a bit. No choice but to take a timeout and let him get some medical attention.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Rudy Gobert.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
They'd lost 2 straight coming into this one, and he knew he needed to put his foot down. He's shown leadership tonight, getting them back on the winning track. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
During that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Quinn Snyder said to his team. He talked about the mindset they need to have and what he wants to see the rest of the way. Engagement at both ends and making good decisions with the ball. Guys?
Screen coming.
Conley against Murray.
Yo.
Conley's shot is off.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Just creating havoc for the opponents the last few games.
You saw by that putback there, he's just completely locked in. They're getting full contributions from him right now.
Look at yours.
Inside, here's Ingles. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Ingles has got 9 points now in just the second half.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
We've got 1:13 left in the fourth quarter. For 3, Murray. Conley grabs the miss. Jazz leading by 11.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Jazz.
Great, generous ball movement tonight. A thing of beauty.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort. They got everyone involved.
And so they'll be advancing their win total to 42 games. The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Rudy Gobert.
Not sure what else the coaching staff could ask for. He contributed in every facet of the game tonight, racking up a triple-double.
Unbelievable performance. He's got a quadruple-double. Pass to Clarkson. Just 5 on the clock. Launches a 3, drops in the tray. And the Jazz lead by 16.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
Yeah, huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
Mano y mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Yeah, again, you can't take this too far to make it too selfish, but that exchange, that's fun to watch.
And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Rudy, another strong performance for you guys.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.